Hello everybody, today is Sunday, June 22nd, 2025, and first and foremost, I just got a new phone mount, so that's why you can see the mirror in the video. And it's a rainy day today. As you can see, my window is wet over here. So, the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to give some tips, especially for one specific delivery app that you got to be mindful for when you do it. It's called Shipt. It's Target based, but you can do other stores like Shaw's, Petco, PetSmart, CVS, things like that. Shipt is an app where the customer cannot tip until after delivery. But they can have up to, I think, a year to tip you. Well, if you're going to go with Shipt, make sure that the base is a decent amount and make sure that it's worth it for the travel, because they can have you traveling up to at least 50 miles from the store. And yes, it doesn't matter if the person has ice cream, milk, frozen foods, frozen vegetables, butter, cream cheese, anything like that. It doesn't matter. They can still have you traveling 40, 50, even an hour away. So, going back to why I made this video. I had an order last week. I'm not going to give the address because that's personal information, but I am going to give the town. It was an order that I was picking up from the Target in Smithfield, Rhode Island, and it was going to, or the app said it was going to Putnam, Connecticut. Now, I know that Putnam's only 40 minutes away from the Target, and it was my first order of the day, and they were paying me $20. I'm sorry, it was $20. And I was like, it's $20, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, I'll just grab it. Well, turns out that after I dropped it off and I sent my message to the customer saying, your order has been delivered, it was a pleasure shopping for you today, thank you for choosing Shipt and have a great day. Well, she looked at the picture and she says, where's my order? That is not my house. Okay. Well, I was just going by with what the address said, and I even repeated the address to her. She said, oh my goodness, that's my old address. She's like, I'm out in Rhode Island. I'm like, okay, so what's your new address? She gave me her address, and I said, oh my, and I was thinking to myself, that's 40 minutes back, but she had ice cream. And most of her order was cold food and frozen foods. So I called Shipt and I explained the situation. And I said, she has a lot of ice cream, she has a lot of frozen foods, things like that. What do you want me to do? Now, the order was $20. I didn't want to be driving back and forth. I know I had to go that way anyways because my home is in Woonsocket. But I was doing orders out in Connecticut that day anyway, so I was like, what do you want me to do? Because I'm not driving back for another 40 minutes for $20. They said, let me put you on a brief hold. Let me talk to my team, see what we can do. So they told me to leave the order there, and I had to explain it to the customer. Now, what these customers don't realize is you have to double check your address. If you changed where you live, so if you moved and you still have two addresses listed, because she said the last few orders, everybody brought it to their her Rhode Island address. If you change where you live and you have two addresses listed in the app, one of two options. Number one, delete your old address, first of all. Or number two, double check to see where you have it delivering to. It doesn't automatically just place an address. You have to double check this, or I'm sorry, it doesn't automatically fix itself. You got to double check to see where it's delivering to. If it's saying I have to deliver to Putnam, Connecticut, I have to deliver to Putnam, Connecticut. Trust me, I would have loved to just deliver to Harrisville. That would have been a 15-20 minute ride. So double check your address. Okay? I've never ordered from the Shipt platform, nor do I plan on it. But I have ordered from DoorDash. I have ordered from Uber Eats. And I always check my address. Even though I only have one address listed, I always check my address because you just never know, right? She did end up tipping me $10 that night, so I'm grateful for that. I mean, she can see that I did my best. You know, I did the shopping. I did what I was supposed to do. I did the travel. So that shows that she actually appreciates the hard work and effort. However, that's still not an excuse. You need to double check your addresses. And, you know, make it make sense. Don't waste the driver's time. Don't waste your own time. Because now, luckily, she had the phone number to those new people who moved in. So she was able to let them know, hey, those are my groceries. Just leave them where they are. She drove the 40 minutes to go get them herself. Because Shipt gave me the basically telling me not to bring it back, you know. And it was either that, because they would have wanted me to bring them back to the store, and I said no. I said, if I'm going to bring them back to the store, I'm dropping them off at the customer's house, since I'll be passing that town anyway. You know, I'm not going to just bring them right back to the store. And I told them that right on the phone. So that's when they said they'll talk to their team and let me know what was going on. But they said, nope, leave them there. So basically, the moral of the story is, please double check your address. Any details that you think that us shoppers or even delivery people need, double check. I don't care if it takes you an extra 5 or 10 minutes to make sure that everything is, you know, everything's perfect. Take that 5 or 10 minutes. Double check everything, because, again, it wastes our time, but it also wastes your time if you think about it. Because now we're calling you or messaging you. Which, that's going to be another video, because a lot of customers don't like to answer the phones. But anyways, we're calling or messaging you, and we're literally standing in that store waiting for you to answer. And then if you don't answer us, we have to just process the order, because Shipt has a 1 hour time frame. That's another thing too. Again, it's going to be in another video. Shipt has a 1 hour time frame for you to deliver an order. Most of my orders are late because these customers are ordering clothes. Like, I don't have an issue doing men's clothing. I don't have an issue doing boys or girls clothing. But as soon as you hit women's clothing, forget about it. I think clothes is one of those things that should not be on delivery apps. Shipt, Spark, none of that. And that's my opinion. People can go against it, that's fine. But clothes should not be allowed on delivery apps. Another thing that should not be allowed on delivery apps, which I find a lot on Spark, are adult toys. But again, that's going to be another video. I'm just getting off topic here. Just double check your addresses. Double check all the information that you think we're going to need to safely deliver your order and in a timely manner. That's all I'm asking. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so that way you'll be alerted for when I either go live or make a new video. Thank you all. Have a good one. Until next time.